Have you ever felt the sting of rejection? Maybe it was a job you didn't get, a relationship that didn't work out, or an idea that was dismissed. Rejection is a universal experience that can leave us feeling hurt, confused, and even inadequate. But what if there was a way to turn rejection into an opportunity for growth and transformation? That's what we're here to explore today. Imagine this. You muster up the courage to ask someone out on a date, only to be met with a polite no. Feels like a punch to the gut, doesn't it? But here's the thing, rejection doesn't have to define us. It's merely a part of life, a momentary setback on the journey to something greater. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel the threads of wisdom from ancient traditions and modern psychology to help you navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. If you find value in our content, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions. Now, let's dive into the heart of the matter. Rejection can be painful, but it's also an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. It forces us to confront our insecurities and reevaluate our priorities. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, we can use rejection as a catalyst for personal development. But why does rejection hurt so much? From a psychological perspective, it taps into our primal need for belonging and acceptance. When we're rejected, it triggers feelings of shame, inadequacy, and fear of abandonment. These emotions can be overwhelming, but they also provide valuable insights into our innermost desires and fears. In Buddhism, rejection is seen as a natural part of the human experience. The Buddha himself faced rejection and criticism on his path to enlightenment. His teachings emphasize the impermanent nature of life and the importance of cultivating inner peace and acceptance. So how can we apply these principles to our own lives? By embracing rejection as a teacher rather than an enemy, we can learn to detach ourselves from outcomes and find contentment in the present moment. It's not about avoiding rejection altogether, but rather learning to navigate it with wisdom and compassion. In the coming parts of this video series, we'll explore practical strategies for coping with rejection and cultivating resilience in the face of adversity. Whether you're dealing with rejection in love, work, or any other aspect of life, remember that you are not alone. Together, we can turn rejection into an opportunity for growth and transformation. Lesson 1: Understanding rejection. Have you ever experienced the sting of rejection? It's a universal human experience, one that can leave us feeling hurt, confused, and even unworthy. But what if I told you that rejection doesn't have to be a negative experience? In fact, understanding rejection can be a powerful tool for personal growth and self-discovery. Imagine this: you ask someone out on a date and they say no. Feels like a punch to the gut, doesn't it? But here's the thing, rejection is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It's simply a response to a situation, influenced by countless factors beyond your control. Understanding this can help ease the pain of rejection and allow you to move forward with grace and resilience. In Buddhism, rejection is seen as a natural part of life, one that offers valuable lessons if we're willing to learn from it. Instead of dwelling on the negative emotions that rejection can bring, Buddhists encourage us to embrace it as an opportunity for growth and self-reflection. Think of rejection as a teacher, albeit a tough one. It challenges us to examine our attachments, expectations, and sense of self. By facing rejection head-on, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and cultivate greater resilience in the face of life's inevitable setbacks. But how do we navigate the murky waters of rejection without getting swallowed up by despair? One word: perspective. Instead of viewing rejection as a personal failure, try seeing it as a redirection. Perhaps this rejection is guiding you towards something better, something more aligned with your true path. It's important to remember that everyone experiences rejection at some point in their lives. Yes, even that person who seems to have it all together. It's a normal part of the human experience, and it doesn't define you unless you let it. So, the next time you face rejection, take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's not the end of the world. In fact, it might just be the beginning of something beautiful, a journey of self-discovery, growth, and ultimately acceptance. Lesson 2: The nature of attachment. Do you remember the last time you really wanted something? Maybe it was a promotion at work, or perhaps it was the affection of someone you admired. In those moments, we often become deeply attached to the outcome, investing our emotions heavily. Buddhism teaches us about attachment, the sticky glue that binds us to our desires. Picture a child clutching a favorite toy. That's how we often cling to what we want. Attachments aren't just about possessions. They extend to people, relationships, and even ideas about ourselves. Think about a time someone rejected you. Maybe it was a crush who didn't feel the same way, or a job application that didn't pan out. That sting of rejection often comes from our attachment to a particular outcome. We get so fixated on things going our way that we forget the fluidity of life. Buddhism emphasizes the impermanence of all things. Nothing stays the same forever. Everything is in a constant state of flux. Yet, our attachments trick us into believing otherwise. We convince ourselves that if we hold onto something tightly enough, it will never change or leave us. But that's not how life works. Understanding impermanence helps us loosen our grip on attachments. Imagine holding a handful of sand. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. Similarly, the more we cling to our desires, the more they slip away from us. Buddhism teaches us to hold our desires lightly, to appreciate them without becoming consumed by them. It's about finding a balance between enjoying what we have and accepting that it may not always be there. When someone rejects us, it's an opportunity to examine our attachments. Instead of wallowing in disappointment, we can use it as a chance to practice letting go. This doesn't mean denying our feelings or pretending not to care. It means acknowledging our emotions while recognizing that they're transient. By understanding the nature of attachment, we free ourselves from its grip. We become less reactive to life's ups and downs, more resilient in the face of rejection. Like a bamboo tree bending in the wind, we learn to adapt without breaking. This isn't about becoming indifferent or detached from life. It's about finding a deeper sense of peace within ourselves. In the next part, we'll explore how embracing impermanence can lead us to greater acceptance and contentment. So stay tuned and remember to hit like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more insightful content. Lesson 3: Impermanence and Acceptance. Have you ever looked at a river flowing? Each moment, it's not the same river. It's constantly changing, flowing, never stopping. Just like life, everything changes. The weather changes, our feelings change, even our bodies change. This is the essence of impermanence. Imagine you have a favorite flower. You watch it bloom and admire its beauty. But soon it starts to wither and fade away. How do you feel? Sad, maybe. But what if you accepted that this is the natural course of things? That everything has its time and place? That's the power of acceptance. In Buddhism, impermanence is one of the fundamental truths of life. It teaches us that nothing lasts forever. This might sound gloomy at first, but it's actually liberating. When we accept impermanence, we free ourselves from clinging to things that are bound to change. Think about a time when you held on to something too tightly, whether it's a relationship, a job, or an idea. And when it changed or ended, you suffered. But what if you had embraced impermanence? What if you had recognized that change is inevitable and let go gracefully? Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means acknowledging reality as it is without resistance. It's about flowing with the river of life, rather than trying to swim against it. When we accept impermanence, we become more resilient. We learn to adapt to change instead of being knocked down by it. We find peace in knowing that nothing is permanent, not even our troubles. So, the next time you face rejection or disappointment, remember impermanence. See it as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. Embrace the change, and you'll find acceptance and peace. Lesson 4: Cultivating Resilience. Rejection can sting, leaving us feeling vulnerable and disheartened. But within each rejection lies an opportunity to cultivate resilience, the ability to bounce back stronger and wiser. Resilience isn't about avoiding rejection altogether. It's about how we respond to it. It's the art of turning setbacks into stepping stones towards growth and self-discovery. Like a muscle, resilience can be strengthened through practice and perseverance. Each rejection presents a chance to exercise this muscle, building it up for future challenges. One way to cultivate resilience is by reframing rejection as redirection. Instead of viewing it as a dead end, see it as a detour guiding you towards a path better suited for your journey. Remember, rejection is often not a reflection of your worth or abilities. It's simply a mismatch between expectations and reality, an opportunity to realign your goals and priorities. Cultivating resilience requires adopting a growth mindset, embracing setbacks as opportunities for learning and personal development. Focus on what you can control: your attitude, efforts, and response to adversity. Let go of the need for external validation and approval. Practice self-compassion during times of rejection. Be kind to yourself, acknowledging your efforts and strengths, even in the face of disappointment. Surround yourself with supportive friends and mentors who can offer guidance and encouragement during challenging times. Engage in activities that nourish your spirit and replenish your energy. Whether it's spending time in nature, pursuing a hobby, or practicing mindfulness, find what brings you joy and solace. Maintain perspective by zooming out from the immediate setback and considering the bigger picture. Ask yourself, will this rejection matter in a week, a month, or a year from now? Seek inspiration from stories of resilience and perseverance, knowing that many successful individuals have faced rejection before achieving their dreams. Embrace failure as an integral part of the journey towards success. Each setback brings valuable lessons and insights that can propel you forward. Practice gratitude for the lessons learned from rejection and the opportunities it opens up for growth and self-improvement. Develop a resilient mindset by reframing negative thoughts and beliefs into positive affirmations and empowering narratives. Recognize that resilience is not a fixed trait, but a skill that can be honed over time. Embrace challenges as opportunities to strengthen your resilience muscle. View rejection as feedback rather than failure, using it to refine your goals, strategies, and approach. Stay flexible and adaptable in the face of rejection, remaining open to new possibilities and opportunities that may arise. Celebrate your progress and resilience, acknowledging the courage and resilience it takes to face rejection head-on. Remember, every rejection brings you one step closer to your goals, shaping you into a stronger, more resilient individual. As you continue on your journey, trust in your ability to navigate through setbacks and emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. Lesson 5: The Power of Mindfulness. In a world buzzing with distractions, mindfulness acts as a gentle guide, bringing us back to the present moment. It's like a flashlight illuminating the path through the darkness of our thoughts. Imagine you're in a crowded market, and amidst the chaos, you focus on the beauty of a single flower. That's mindfulness, finding clarity amid chaos. When rejection stings, mindfulness offers solace. Instead of drowning in despair, it teaches us to observe our emotions without judgment. Picture your mind as a vast sky and your thoughts as passing clouds. Mindfulness allows you to watch these clouds drift by, acknowledging them without getting swept away. It's not about suppressing feelings, but rather embracing them with kindness. When rejected, we might feel a surge of pain or disappointment. Mindfulness invites us to cradle these emotions gently, like a caring friend offering a comforting hug. Through mindfulness, we learn to cultivate gratitude for life's simple pleasures. Even amidst rejection, there are countless blessings to behold. A warm cup of tea, the laughter of loved ones, or the soothing rhythm of rain tapping on the window pane. In practicing mindfulness, we develop resilience like a sturdy oak tree swaying in the wind. Each rejection becomes an opportunity for growth, strengthening our roots in self-awareness and compassion. Imagine a lake reflecting the surrounding landscape. When stirred by rejection, the waters become turbulent, distorting the reflection. Mindfulness calms the waves, allowing us to see ourselves clearly once more. It's not just about being present. It's about being fully engaged in every moment. Whether sipping tea or walking in nature, mindfulness encourages us to savor life's richness, one breath at a time. Like a compass guiding a lost traveler, mindfulness directs us towards inner peace. Amidst life's storms, it serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that tranquility resides within. In a world of constant change, mindfulness offers stability. It's the anchor keeping us grounded amidst the tumultuous seas of uncertainty. Through mindfulness, we discover that joy isn't found in external validation but in the depths of our own being. It's the quiet contentment that blossoms from within, independent of external circumstances. In essence, mindfulness is the art of living fully awake. It's about embracing each moment with open arms, knowing that within its folds lies the essence of life itself. Lesson 6: Compassion towards self. In the journey of dealing with rejection, it's crucial to extend compassion towards yourself. Think of yourself as a friend who needs your kindness and understanding the most during tough times. Imagine a close friend confides in you about a rejection they faced. How would you respond? You'd likely offer comfort, reassurance, and empathy. Now, turn that compassion inward and offer it to yourself. Remember, experiencing rejection doesn't diminish your worth as a person. It's merely a part of life's ebb and flow. Treat yourself with the same gentleness you would offer to a dear friend. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. It's okay to feel hurt, disappointed, or even angry. Emotions are natural and valid responses to rejection. Practice self-care. Engage in activities that bring you joy and comfort, whether it's taking a warm bath, going for a walk in nature, or indulging in your favorite hobby. Cultivate self-compassionate thoughts. Instead of berating yourself for not being good enough, remind yourself that you are worthy of love and acceptance just as you are. Challenge self-critical thoughts by asking yourself, would I say this to a friend? If the answer is no, then it's time to reframe those thoughts with kindness and understanding. Embrace imperfection. Perfection is an unrealistic standard that no one can attain. Allow yourself to be human with flaws and vulnerabilities. Practice mindfulness to stay present in the moment. When you catch yourself dwelling on past rejections or worrying about future ones, gently bring your focus back to the present. Practice gratitude. Focus on the things in your life that bring you joy and fulfillment. Gratitude can shift your perspective and remind you of the abundance that surrounds you. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Lean on your friends and loved ones for emotional support during challenging times. Forgive yourself for past mistakes or perceived shortcomings. Holding on to self-blame only perpetuates feelings of unworthiness. Instead, choose self-forgiveness as a path to healing. Set boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. It's okay to say no to situations or people that drain your energy or make you feel invalidated. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when facing setbacks or failures. Self-compassion allows you to bounce back from rejection with resilience and grace. Practice positive affirmations to cultivate self-love and acceptance. Repeat phrases like, I am worthy, I am enough, and I deserve love and respect to reinforce your inherent value. Take time to reflect on your strengths and accomplishments. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Engage in activities that nurture your soul and bring you a sense of fulfillment. Whether it's pursuing a passion project or volunteering for a cause you believe in, prioritize your own happiness and well-being. Remember that you are not defined by your rejections. They are temporary setbacks on your journey towards growth and self-discovery. Practice forgiveness towards those who have rejected you. Holding on to resentment only weighs you down and prevents you from moving forward. Embrace your uniqueness and embrace the journey of self-discovery. Your worth is not determined by external validation, but by the love and compassion you show yourself. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate the ups and downs of life. Compassion towards yourself is the foundation of resilience and inner peace. Lesson 7: Embracing change. Change is the only constant in life. Just like seasons shift and flowers bloom, we too must adapt to the ebb and flow of existence. In Buddhism, change is not something to resist but to embrace wholeheartedly. It teaches us that clinging to the past or fearing the future only causes suffering. Instead, we should learn to flow with the rhythm of life, like a leaf dancing in the wind. Imagine a river flowing gently downstream. It encounters rocks, bends, and obstacles along the way, but it doesn't resist. It gracefully adjusts its course, carving out new paths effortlessly. Similarly, when faced with change, we must learn to navigate it with grace and acceptance. Often, we resist change because we fear the unknown. We cling to familiarity like a safety blanket, afraid to step outside our comfort zone. But in doing so, we limit our growth and potential. Embracing change opens doors to new opportunities and experiences we never thought possible. Think of a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. It undergoes a profound transformation, shedding its old self to reveal something beautiful and majestic. In the same way, embracing change allows us to shed our old habits, beliefs, and limitations and emerge as our true selves. Change can be daunting, but it is also a catalyst for growth and transformation. It forces us to confront our fears and insecurities, pushing us out of our stagnant comfort zones. Instead of resisting change, we should welcome it as a chance to evolve into the best versions of ourselves. In the Buddhist tradition, impermanence is a fundamental truth. Everything in life is in a constant state of flux, including ourselves. By embracing change, we align ourselves with this natural rhythm and learn to embrace the beauty of impermanence. Remember, change is not something to be feared but celebrated. It is a testament to the richness and diversity of life. Just as the seasons change, so too do we. Embrace change as a powerful force for growth, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never imagined. In conclusion, embracing change is essential for personal growth and fulfillment. Instead of resisting the inevitable, we should learn to flow with the currents of life. By embracing change with an open heart and mind, we can unlock our true potential and live a life of joy, purpose, and fulfillment. So, let go of fear and embrace change as the beautiful journey that it is. Lesson 8: Letting go of expectations. Do you often find yourself disappointed when things don't go as planned? It's natural to have expectations, but clinging too tightly to them can lead to suffering. Picture this. You've prepared for an important event, hoping for a specific outcome. When it doesn't unfold the way you envisioned, frustration sets in. But what if there's another way to approach life's twists and turns? Let's take a leaf from the teachings of Buddhism, where the concept of letting go of expectations plays a pivotal role. Imagine you're holding onto a balloon filled with your hopes and desires. The tighter you grasp it, the more exhausted you become. But when you release your grip, allowing the balloon to float freely, there's a sense of relief and freedom. Similarly, in life, holding on to rigid expectations can weigh us down. By embracing flexibility and letting go, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. This doesn't mean abandoning goals altogether. Rather, it's about loosening our attachment to specific outcomes. Think of a time when you expected a certain outcome but faced disappointment instead. Perhaps you didn't get the job you interviewed for, or your romantic gesture wasn't reciprocated. In those moments, it's tempting to dwell on what could have been. However, dwelling on unmet expectations only prolongs our suffering. Buddhism teaches us to acknowledge our expectations without being consumed by them. It's like observing clouds passing in the sky, acknowledging their presence without trying to hold onto them. This practice cultivates a sense of equanimity, allowing us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Letting go of expectations doesn't mean resigning ourselves to mediocrity. On the contrary, it's about embracing the present moment and making the most of what unfolds. When we release our attachment to specific outcomes, we become more adaptable and resilient in the face of adversity. Consider the analogy of a river flowing downstream. No matter how many obstacles it encounters, the river doesn't cling to a predetermined path. Instead, it gracefully adapts, carving its way through valleys and plains. Similarly, when we let go of expectations, we flow with the rhythm of life, embracing its twists and turns. Practicing gratitude can also help us release expectations and cultivate contentment in the present moment. Rather than focusing on what we lack, we can appreciate the blessings that surround us. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of abundance and fulfillment, independent of external circumstances. Moreover, letting go of expectations fosters healthier relationships. When we release the need for others to meet our expectations, we allow them the space to be their authentic selves. This creates an atmosphere of acceptance and understanding, nurturing deeper connections. In conclusion, letting go of expectations is a liberating practice that aligns with the core teachings of Buddhism. By releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, we open ourselves up to greater joy, resilience, and inner peace. So, the next time life doesn't unfold as planned, remember to loosen your grip and embrace the beauty of uncertainty. Lesson 9: Finding Inner Peace. In the tumultuous waves of rejection, finding inner peace can feel like searching for a lighthouse in a storm. But amidst the chaos, there is a tranquil harbor waiting to be discovered within ourselves. Inner peace isn't about escaping difficult emotions or denying their existence. It's about embracing them with kindness and understanding. Start by acknowledging your feelings without judgment. Allow yourself to experience sadness, disappointment, or anger without resistance. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same warmth and empathy you would offer to a dear friend facing a similar situation. Engage in activities that nourish your soul. Whether it's spending time in nature, practicing yoga, or immersing yourself in creative pursuits, find what brings you joy and solace. Cultivate gratitude for the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Gratitude has the power to shift your perspective and invite more positivity into your life. Let go of the need for external validation. True peace comes from within and isn't dependent on others' approval or acceptance. Practice forgiveness both towards others and yourself. Holding on to resentment only prolongs your suffering, while forgiveness liberates you from the chains of bitterness. Embrace the present moment. Instead of dwelling on past rejections or worrying about future outcomes, focus on what you can control right now. Connect with your inner wisdom through meditation or mindfulness practices. By quieting the mind, you can tap into a deeper reservoir of peace and clarity. Surround yourself with supportive and uplifting people who encourage your growth and well-being. Find inspiration in the teachings of Buddhism, which emphasize the importance of inner transformation and the cultivation of inner peace. Remember that inner peace isn't a destination but a journey. It requires patience, practice, and perseverance. Be gentle with yourself on this journey. There will be ups and downs, moments of clarity and moments of confusion. Trust in your ability to navigate through it all. Release the need for perfection. Embrace your flaws and imperfections as part of what makes you beautifully human. Take time for self-reflection. Ask yourself what truly matters to you and align your actions with your values and intentions. Seek out moments of stillness in your daily life. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing, or simply pausing to savor a quiet moment, allow yourself to rest in the silence. Practice non-attachment to outcomes. Instead of fixating on specific results, focus on the process and the lessons it brings. Cultivate a sense of interconnectedness with all beings. Recognize that we are all interconnected and that your actions have ripple effects beyond what you can imagine. Find solace in the impermanence of life. Just as the tides ebb and flow, so too do our experiences. Embrace the transient nature of existence and find beauty in its ever-changing dance. Trust in the wisdom of your own heart. Deep within you lies a wellspring of peace and resilience waiting to be tapped into. Allow yourself to surrender to its gentle guidance and embrace the peace that flows from within. Lesson 10: Moving forward with purpose. Have you ever felt like rejection closed a door you thought would lead to your dreams? It's a common experience, but what if I told you that behind that closed door lies another, one that might hold even greater opportunities? Let's explore how to move forward with purpose after rejection. When rejection hits, it's natural to feel disheartened. But remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Take a deep breath and acknowledge your emotions. Understand that rejection doesn't define your worth. It's merely a redirection, guiding you towards paths you may not have considered before. Take time to reflect on the experience. What did you learn? How can you grow from this setback? Embrace the power of positive thinking. Focus on your strengths and the possibilities that lie ahead. Surround yourself with supportive people who lift you up and encourage your journey. Set clear goals for yourself. What do you want to achieve? How will you get there? Break your goals down into manageable steps. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Cultivate resilience. Understand that setbacks are a natural part of life's journey. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during challenging times. Stay adaptable. Be open to new opportunities and willing to pivot when necessary. Keep a gratitude journal. Focus on the positives in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Visualize your success. Envision yourself achieving your goals and let that vision drive you forward. Take action. The only way to move past rejection is to keep moving forward. Remember that failure is not the end. It's simply a stepping stone on the path to success. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step forward is a victory worth acknowledging. Seek inspiration from others who have faced rejection and persevered. Their stories can motivate you to keep going. Stay true to yourself and your values. Authenticity breeds resilience and attracts genuine opportunities. Practice mindfulness. Stay present in the moment and focus on what you can control. Be patient with yourself. Healing and growth take time, so allow yourself the space to process and recover. Believe in yourself and your ability to overcome challenges. You have the strength and resilience to create a brighter future. Conclusion: rejection is tough, can feel like a punch in the gut, knocking the wind out of your sails. But remember, it's not the end of the road. It's just a detour. In the grand journey of life, Rejection is merely a pit stop, not the final destination. So, what do you do when faced with rejection? First and foremost, be kind to yourself. Acknowledge your feelings and allow yourself to grieve if you need to. It's okay to feel disappointed, hurt, or frustrated. These emotions are natural and part of being human. But don't let rejection define you. Instead, use it as an opportunity for growth. Reflect on what you've learned from the experience. Did it teach you something about yourself? About others? About life in general? Every rejection carries with it valuable lessons if you're willing to look for them. Remember, you are not alone. Reach out to friends, family, or a trusted mentor for support. Share your feelings with them and lean on their strength when yours feels depleted. Connection with others is a powerful antidote to the pain of rejection. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend in a similar situation. Be gentle with yourself and don't be too hard on yourself for feeling down. You're doing the best you can. Keep things in perspective. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It's simply a mismatch between your expectations and reality. Don't take it personally or let it shake your self-esteem. You are inherently worthy, regardless of what others may think or say. Stay present. Don't get caught up in ruminating over what could have been or worrying about the future. Focus on the here and now, and find joy in the simple pleasures of life. Take a walk in nature, savor a delicious meal, or indulge in a favorite hobby. Ground yourself in the present moment, where peace resides. Embrace change. Remember that life is constantly evolving, and so are you. Use rejection as a catalyst for positive change. Ask yourself what you can do differently next time or how you can grow from this experience. Adopt a growth mindset and see rejection as an opportunity for personal development. Let go of expectations. Release the grip of attachment to specific outcomes and embrace the uncertainty of life. Trust that everything happens for a reason, even if it's not immediately clear. Surrender to the flow of life and allow yourself to be carried forward by its currents. Find solace in spirituality. Whether you follow a religious tradition or simply believe in the interconnectedness of all things, draw strength from your spiritual beliefs. Seek guidance from wise teachings, like those found in Buddhism, that offer insights into the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. Practice gratitude. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the blessings in your life, even in the face of rejection. Focus on what you have rather than what you lack. Count your blessings and savor the abundance that surrounds you. Gratitude has the power to shift your perspective and bring more positivity into your life. Above all, remember that rejection is not the end of the story. It's just a plot twist in the epic saga of your life. Keep writing your story with courage, resilience, and an open heart. And remember, no matter what challenges come your way, you have the strength and wisdom to overcome them. So hold your head high, keep moving forward, and embrace the journey with all its ups and downs. You've got this.